It's nearly the end of October and things are definitely getting a lot colder here. Like complete mad people, my family and I took a trip in our tent. For the last couple of years, my family and I have been going to a place near Wisbech. It's not too far away from home, but it's far enough to make it feel like a rest. The campsite itself is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice and secluded. We were one of maybe 3 or 4 different groups of people on that campsite, so we pretty much had the whole place to ourselves and for the kids to run around in. Even though it was getting quite cold overnight when the stars were out, it gave us a chance just to get away and forget all of the housework, all of the gardening, all of the work we have to do on a day-to-day and really have a rest. I didn't feel guilty about reading 2 books or going for a long walk with the family near some of the old houses that we were able to go and visit. So as it's October, I really need to be starting to get the things that I want to overwinter into the ground. I'm getting a little bit late. I've got some leek that I need to be getting in, and we'll do that in a minute. And also some of the garlic and the onions need to be put in. I've turned the ground over, and if you haven't turned your ground over already, it's definitely something worth looking into doing. Turning the ground over will give your soil a chance to breathe and reoxygenate for next spring, and also a chance to get rid of some of those weeds. And here in the UK, October is really quite damp. If it's not raining, it's damp because of the cold. So cutting the grass has been a bit of a pain. Luckily, I have the ride-on lawnmower. When I cut this late in the year, my poor lawnmower just gets clogged up. So running around on the ride-on lawnmower has been really helpful, and I just use my other lawnmower to tidy up the edges. So it's about time now that I start getting things into my veg patch, ready for this winter. So here goes. So this winter I'm going to be growing some garlic, and these come in bulbs. You can see from here that the bulbs haven't been split out, and that's something that I'm going to have to do. So I'm just taking each bulb and splitting them out, so each clove can be planted separately. You can use cloves from the supermarket, but the ones that you buy from the garden centre have been treated and specifically grown to be used like this, so they're less likely to get disease. So this pack comes with 3 bulbs. You see, it's not too difficult to split them apart. About 3 bulbs, I've got around about 30 cloves that I can now plant. And garlic does like to be grown over a cold period. That way it gets its sweet taste. So planting now or early spring is probably the best. I'm going to plant these bulbs in the sunny end of this bed, and they're going to be planted around about 20 centimetres or just over half a foot away from each other. I'm going to try and do them in a bit of a line so that I can cover them up, because cats do like to try and dig these up once I've got them in. So I'm going to plant these so the foot of the bulb is lowest and the tip is uppermost, and they're going to be around about 1 inch or 2 to 3 centimetres below the surface. So next I'm going to be planting some onions. So I have some red onions and some white onions which will be going in. So much the same way as the garlic, these are going to be grown from sets, and they'll be going into the sunny end of my veg patch. So these bulbs need to be planted around about 2 to 5 inches apart, so that's around about 5 to 10 centimetres apart. So like the garlic, I like to think of them having feet which have the roots which go down, and they also have this tip which sticks up. Now these will just go into the ground just so the tip is just about showing. With the cloves and bulbs in the ground, the last thing to do is put some labels out so I know what's in there, and then just cover them up. So hopefully in the next few weeks I should start to see them growing, and we'll see how we do. That's it for this episode. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.